So good morning, Eugene. Thank you very, very much for joining Energy Live News, especially at such a difficult time for Ukraine. What's the current situation in Ukraine?
Good morning, Dimitris. It's pretty difficult situation in Ukraine. So it's Russian invasion. So it's very hard situation in the north, east, and south of our countries. People die every day, as well as civilians in our cities. Russian bombs schools, hospitals. They don't care about military or civilians, so it's pretty difficult situation. A lot of people start to be refugees. They live east of countries and move into the west, and women and children, they go into Europe. Right now, I believe it's most big number of refugees for Europe from the time of World War II. So it is.
Yeah, I can understand, and I guess it's a very difficult situation right now for all of the country. So, I will start with the latest development. Ukraine connected to European power grid. How important is this latest development for Ukraine?
It's very important. This energy system was created in Soviet Union. So Russian energy system, Russian energy operator, they made primary frequency regulation. So they provide some, this additional energy resources for systems of neighboring countries, especially for Ukraine. So it gives some additional rights for blackmail for Russian, because they can say it, okay, we will stop some regulation, we will create some precedent, and if you will not do what we want. So it's very important that energy system now connected with European Union energy system, so it could be regulated and it could be stable operated. Confidence for our politicians, for our engineers because of this. So it's really adds some safety in our country and adds some really confidence in this.
Which is the biggest problem right now in Ukraine's energy system? Of course, we have heard that thousands of people in Mariupol and in other cities are living for 12 or 15 days without any electricity. Also, we have talked earlier this week with the chairman of the Ukrainian Renewable Energy Association, who told us that half of renewable energy projects in Ukraine are under threat currently from the bombings and all these hostilities. What's your take on all these things?
Yeah, of course. You mean this Mariupol, the big tragedy, and right now that's because Russian bombs are just civilians and children, and that's why they also destroy infrastructures system, especially energy systems, water systems, etc. So this is very difficult situation for them. Also, as you understand, if the end territory where the active battleship exist, then sometimes energy could be energy transformators, some energy transition lines can be simply destroyed. So it creates, of course, some dangerous situation for people's lives, for their safety, but also for if we will look in general. So in use, that's Russian, they capture 2 nuclear power stations. One, it's old station Chernobyl with all these sarcophags, all these safety buildings. And second is Zaporizhia nuclear station in Energodar city. So both of these situation is pretty dangerous because, for example, in at the Zaporizhia nuclear station, they make some shots, tank shots fired on nuclear stations, some buildings, even training buildings, etc. Of course, it's more modern stations than Chernobyl, but it's still dangerous. They do not allow Ukrainian specialists to be connected to the local staff of the station. They also, destroy these communication lines to the sensors, etc. Also, Russian, you just informed a few days ago, they destroy some failed ammunition inside territory of nuclear station in Enerhodar. So it's pretty dangerous, and it's not feeling that really care about that. Also, it's very dangerous for Chernobyl nuclear station because a lot of territory still, especially in 10-kilometer cycle, still have a lot of radiation. And if there will be some fire, some very battle activities, all this radiation can move it the wider and wider territory. So it's very dangerous. Also, for your understanding, if main supply of cooling system of nuclear station will be destroyed, these diesel generators, they have some limited time to operate, for example, 2 days for cooling systems. So if Russians will destroy some line of power supply or operation of nuclear station will be not good or something like that, then it will be very limited time and necessary to organize some logistics to supply some diesel fuel for diesel generators. So it's pretty dangerous. We all hope that Russians, not so stupid with that. Also, it's a problem with some general stability of energy system because, Russian military, they attack not only a nuclear station, also some regular station, that uses coal or something like that. So nuclear stations, they do not provide a lot of flexibility to the control, but in some situation it could be very difficult to prevent some accident of instability of energy network. So situation, let's say, it's pretty difficult, and we hope that it will be not a serious nuclear accident on this level.
Eugene, do you believe that energy security right now, with all this that is happening in the country, the energy security of the country is at risk right now?
Formally, yes. I believe it's much more risks than regular. This nuclear station, it's always some risk, but to prevent some situations, a lot of systems to prevent it. But Russian military is, let's say, not so big specialist, and it could be a lot of dangerous situation. Even as they send some rockets, aviation jets, etc. There could be some accidents like, rockets, missables. It's quite possible even some situation where some military rockets, they will push in nuclear station just for accident. So also there could be some provocation by Russian, they mentioned, for example, some chemical, biological weapons. It also can be used some nuclear resources, these special bombs that they can use, or they may create them from Chernobyl station just to show it's for propaganda. So everything of this is pretty dangerous, and first of all, it's pretty dangerous for people because instability of energy system can create very dangerous situation for a lot of people, and especially for hospitals, etc. And also, it very depends how war will go. It's pretty dangerous situation, and we will need to think about it. And in Europe, in USA, people need to think about it also.
My next question, Eugene, for you is regarding the sanctions that other countries impose on Russia, Gaza, and oil. What do you think about these sanctions? And do you feel that other countries do much to help and support Ukraine?
Because of war, maybe we demand a lot of other countries, but it's very reasonable demand. I believe there was not a lot in the past, especially from Europe, because they created this North north line, second north line for Russian, and now they close this line for gas transportation, and it also creates some provocation for this war. So right now, I know that the European Union, they announce that especially Germany, they will significantly reduce consumption of especially Russian oil and gas. I know that USA and UK do not use at all Russian resources. But I believe that it was better if they did this action like 8 years ago, not now, because they right now they react. But 8 years ago, if they did that, Russian was unable to create all this army because they using money from when they selling this gas and oil to Europe, they using this money and they building their army because of this. So I really hope that Europe will not make any backstep and really significantly reduce consumption of Russian resources. It's very important for peace, the future of European Union, because right now Germany and European Union depends of Russian resource is very dangerous for the future of European Union. I believe it's one of priority. It's also very important. I very grateful for even local business, not only for governments or in European Union and UK and USA and other countries. When they stop operating in Russian, even when they do not understand all the sanctions, but they stop operating in Russian because of solidarity with Ukraine. And I hope that it will be not changed in future. Europe will be strong in the decision and will stand with Ukraine.
Eugene, thank you very much for your time. It was really a pleasure talking to you. Good luck.